Good morning from Seaworld Orlando. Coming to you live. We just walked in the park this morning. It is a little busy. We had to wait a solid 20 or so minutes just to get through parking. They hadn't even opened parking yet when we got here. But we are headed on our way over to Icebreaker, we hope. Chad wants to ride that first and get our day started. So we'll see you when we get over there.
Close to us. Did you see him?
All right, so we have not made our way over to Icebreaker yet because they have so many different walkways just partitioned off. So we are coming over here to Kraken because it is the first coaster that we have come up on that is actually open and running this morning. So instead of just continuing to walk, we'll go ahead and give Kraken a shot. It'll be, I guess, Chad and I riding first because Ty is not tall enough. And so we'll see if Mom wants to do it when we come off of the ride. So Chad and I are going through the quick queue line. Give you a little more up close view of Kraken as we walk and get closer.
Looks like a long coaster.
Looks like this is going to be a pretty intense start to our day this morning.
Wait, Dad, there's a different coaster. There's a black one. I'm scared for this.
Here is the coaster for Mako. As you can see, sorry, not Mako, Kraken. Teal, blue, looks like pulp.
Yes,
The floor drops out from underneath you, so it is floorless. And off they go. At one point, this coaster was a 3D virtual reality coaster where you actually had VR goggles and watched a movie that kind of went along with the ride itself. All right, so reactions on Kraken. Chad.
It's basically like Hulk and Batman combined, except with like rip ride, straight down, drop, and more dude.
Mom?
Like Batman.
I can definitely see Batman comparisons. Batman kind of messes me up back at home though. And this did not mess me up like Batman did. I will admit I took some Dramamine this morning though before coming here, so that may have played a role in it. We are going to be making our way back to see if we can get to Icebreaker a different way now. Since they had so many things cordoned off, we're going to backtrack a little bit because we do want to try to get to Icebreaker fairly early because it's really about the only thing on that side of the park worth doing, according to the boys. So we'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, right here, you can see the Journey to Atlantis attraction, which has a very similar appeal to Jurassic Park River Adventure at Islands of Adventure. And it's one of the only two attractions that are non-Sesame Street that Ty is tall enough for here. So it really stinks that he's not going to be able to ride a whole lot today. So we're going to make sure that we see some animal shows to make up for that. So on our way backtracking, we came across the Dolphin Adventure show. So we are going to stop in here and watch this. We still have about 15 minutes or so before it starts, and then we'll continue backtracking until we get to the front of the park and make it over to the other side of the park where the Orca Adventure will be, as well as Icebreaker. And we got some snacks. Ty's got some popcorn. We bought a bag of cotton candy. And Chad and I are sharing some popcorn as well. So we are all ready for the show. They're splashing each other. What we think of Dolphin Adventures?
It was really fun.
That was a fantastic show.
Yes.
These boys absolutely love their animal actor show at Universal, so all these animal shows are right up their alley. Ty, you want to give your opinion? Ty, you gonna talk? No? They both loved it. They were enthralled with the dolphins. Hope you guys enjoyed the little snippet that we showed you. Yeah, we were in the splash zone, but we didn't get wet. And so Ty's upset we didn't get wet or splashed by the dolphins. We are back tracking again, making our way back to the front of the park. We're actually going to split up for a minute. So Jess and the boys are going to go one place and I'm going to go another. And then we'll meet up again. So I don't know if she will film part of what they do while I am off taking care of some business, but we will find out. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, I made it in time for the Orca Show. You can see it's a beautiful setup here. And we are sitting up a little higher. We're not in the splash zone, but this will make for a better filming angle for you guys. So can't wait for this show to start. Whales learn by observational learning or modeling. So yet another psychology term here, 2 parts in a row. As we think about Albert Bandura and social learning theory, that's the exact way that the orcas learn their behaviors. All right, so we just got out of the awesome Orca Show, and Icebreaker is right here. So Mom and Chad are already in line. It's about a 25-minute wait. Poor Ty can't ride, so me and him are gonna go over here and wait by the exit where me and Chad will be able to come back and do quick queue for the child swap. So everybody will get a chance to ride, and Chad will get a chance to ride twice. Ty and I made our way over to the small little Icebreaker Shop where you can see they've got Yeti cups, other water bottles, limited edition frame, got pins and patches, more water bottles, this awesome long-sleeved polyester shirt that almost looks like a swim shirt. This is $45, $44.99. Got Icebreaker cups down here, Icebreaker hat. You've got a nano coaster, which I'll show you what that looks like when done. I know the glare is bad, but it actually sets up to be the coaster itself. Then you've got this women's cotton shirt for Icebreaker that's made to be tied at the bottom. It's $30. And then more of the long sleeve. And then you've got these big jugs over here, blue and teal. And down here you've got black and purple with all the different animals from Seaworld represented, depending on who you would want to get. So a nice little shop for the brand new ride. So Ty and I are just sitting over here waiting on Mom and Chad to do Icebreaker. And while we are, this nice teenager came up, and I guess he won this Pokemon on some ride and just asked if we wanted it. And this is not the huge size one that we saw at Legoland that the boys wanted to win, but Ty is, I mean, this has made Ty's whole day. That's just so nice. Just a random stranger as far as a teenager, but walked up and asked him, you know. So Ty's coming home with a great souvenir today. Making our way through Sesame Street. You can see they've got food trucks out here in Sesame Street. Boys don't really want to do anything in Sesame Street land. Just like when we were at Busch Gardens yesterday, we didn't even go through Sesame Street land. So we're walking through, heading over to the area of the park where Infinity Falls is, which is their water ride. Fairly new water ride too, but we are headed back here to eat first. We were gonna eat at a burger place that had pizza for the boys, since neither one of them are burger folks, but they didn't want pizza. So we're making our way back here to a different restaurant where they have different options. All right, we're through Sesame Street, and I realized I did not get Icebreaker reactions. So Chad?
Stressful and both fun at the same time.
Stressful.
Well, I'm not tall enough. The back and forth part, it really just is calm, but also kind of rough. Well, I'm not tall enough. What?
Well, I thought it was rough, but it might be because I have a headache.
And I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. It shoots you back to start with, and then you go forward, and then you go back again where you get launched forward yet again to finish the ride. So I thought it was great. They did not have to wait 25 minutes like the posted wait time. They were in and out of that really quick, but more than worth the wait that they had to wait for it, without a doubt. So we found our way to Infinity Falls, the water ride that you can see. But we are headed to the Waterway Grill, dead ahead of us, to eat some lunch, and then we will hop on Infinity Falls. All right, so we have our food here at the Waterway Grill. Jess got the chicken tender platter with waffle fries. Chad got the kids salad with baby carrots and a chocolate mousse. Ty got the kids' chicken nuggets with waffle fries. And then I got the grilled churrasco steak with chimichurri sauce. And it came with rice and black beans. And everything so far is really, really good. We're now in line for Infinity Falls. Right up here at the start. Water ride, the only ride that Ty can do here. It's not in the Sesame Street area.
One was closed, because I could ride two, but one was closed, so I can only ride one today.
So we will see how wet we get on this today. All right, so Infinity Falls reactions, if you cannot tell, everybody is soaked. That was so much fun. Okay, it was a lot better than the water ride that we rode yesterday. Just a whole lot of fun. It's got a lift that takes you up to the final drop, similarly to, just like Cobra's Curse, the roller coaster yesterday. So haven't experienced a water ride with a lift before, but it was great. You know, there wasn't a safe seat on the boat. Everybody got soaked. We all had a great time. Now we are on our way to Mako, which we believe is... Yeah, and then we believe Mako's the last ride of the day that we have not done yet. We've reached the entrance to Mako. Giant coaster, basically SeaWorld's version of Goliath. Ty is not tall enough, so we are going to do a little child swap, and we'll let you know what we think. All right, Chad and I are making our way through the Mako queue. Jess and Ty got themselves a nice spot to sit out near the entrance, so hopefully the exit will put us out relatively close to them so that she can just hop right back on this, because I know how much she loves Goliath back home, so she is really going to want to ride this coaster, I'm sure. I am very excited to ride this ride. I was most excited about this one, even a little more than Icebreaker, because I know that this is Tim Tracker's favorite roller coaster in all of Orlando. So I'm hoping to experience what the fuss is all about. Okay, we pretty much walked right up here. We're going to be in the last row. You can see Mako. It is a seated coaster. Very, very similar in the restraints, as you can see, to Goliath back at Six Flags, for those of y'all familiar with how that one operates. All right, Mako reactions.
I liked it. It was sort of like Goliath.
Mako is fantastic. It was absolutely the best coaster that I've ridden in 2 days, bar none. So fitting, of course, that it would be the last one that we rode. But I absolutely loved Mako.
But you want to cut.
Here's you guys a view across the lake of Icebreaker. We make our way over into this area. We've reached Antarctica here at SeaWorld. Wonderfully themed. We're trying to make our way back to Kraken because Chad wants to ride Kraken one more time before we go. There's Pika. We believe there's a penguin exhibit over here, so maybe we're going to go see some penguins. Guys, they were not kidding when they said penguin encounter. There are over 200 of these penguins in here. And in case you want to really know what it's like in here, it is freezing because this is their habitat, so it needs to be cold. It is absolutely freezing, and of course we are still soaked. Oh, there's some swimming. We are still soaked from Infinity Falls, so we are really cold. And it smells like fish, which again should not be a surprise. feels much better in here. Okay, Empire of the Penguins was awesome. And now we are making our way back to Kraken here, where we started our day. So Chad can ride this one more time before we are done for the day. All right, that will do it for our day at SeaWorld. We are headed on our way back to the car, and we will see what the rest of the evening holds for us. We are here at Portillos to eat some dinner, or Portillos, one or the other. Y'all can tell me how to say it, but it's been a local favorite and a place that we've seen highly recommended, so we're gonna give it a try. They've got hot dogs and beef sandwiches, like cheesesteaks. They've got chicken and chicken sandwiches, so we're gonna have to see what all the boys want. So we'll get over here, check out the menu, see what we all get, and then we'll show it to you guys. But we are very excited. Dustin and the boys sitting over there. I'm waiting on the food. Just wanted y'all to see the theming of this place and how awesome it is. Very retro. Just awesome. Can't wait to show you guys the food when we get it. All right, so we have our food now. Ty got a regular hot dog. Chad got some cheese fries. Jess got a regular cheeseburger. And then we got some fries and onion rings to share. And I got a beef and cheddar croissant. So this all looks very, very good. Can't wait to dig in here. I want to give a huge shout out to Portillos for their food trays. Easiest thing in the world to carry your food on. They've got 4 places for drinks in the corners, and then they just put your food in bags in the middle. So I was able to get all of this food over to our table very easily and seamlessly by myself. So huge shout out. We need other restaurants to start picking up this mentality. We are back at the hotel, and all of us really enjoyed our meals at Portillos. So I wanted to show you guys their menu just so you could get a taste of all the offerings that they had, because their menu is huge. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can get. I'm not going to sit here and go over all of them, but you'll be able to at least take a look and see what it is they offer. Like I said, very, very big, wide variety. Obviously, you're not going to see pricing on this particular menu, but just to give you an idea, it was very reasonably priced, especially for restaurants down here, which can be pretty expensive. For the 4 of us and what we got, and I feel like we all got a good amount, a normal amount of food that we would typically get. It cost us about the same as what our meals cost when we go to Otter's Chicken at the Avenue. So very, very, very good. It was only about 4.5-5 miles from our hotel. And so in rush hour traffic, it took us about 20 minutes to get there. It took about 10 to 15 to get back. Traffic had died down, but absolutely worth your time and worth the drive if you want a great meal, great atmosphere, and something that's definitely cheaper than park prices. Highly, highly, highly recommend. And there you have it. Another successful day on our trip. And that concludes the non-Universal part of our vacation. So tomorrow we start getting just fully immersed into Universal Orlando Resort. We spent most of the night tonight packing up because we're leaving Cabana Bay in the morning. And if you're wondering, well, why are you leaving Cabana Bay if you're starting your Universal portion of your stay? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned to find out, because that's what we'll be starting our video with tomorrow. Before we head to the parks, we will be at a whole new destination that's not too far away from where we are right now. But the boys are very much looking forward to getting over to Universal, Ty was a trooper today. Even though he could only ride Infinity Falls, he still had a really good time, but he's ready to ride some rides. Tomorrow, we're ready to get over and experience the fun that is Mardi Gras over at Universal Studios, and try all the wonderful food. Ty has been begging for some beignets. Chad loves some of the chocolate desserts. And then Jess and I, we love just about all of it. So I'm sure that we'll be hitting some of those stands up tomorrow, and we'll show you guys all that goodness. Plus, we finally get to introduce all of you at Coker Culture to our home away from home, which would be these two Universal parks, and we're really going to be in our element. We had fun at SeaWorld today. A lot of blast. Mako was certainly worth it. Lived up to the hype. Chad really loved Kraken. Both of the animal shows that we sat and watched were great. Okay, just an all-around really good day. So hope you guys are enjoying these, and will continue to stick with us as we're pretty much halfway done with our trip. We're really looking forward to the next few days to finish up this week. What's your why?